Welcome back to Aggie Game Day, presented by PizzaHut.com and the Texas Best Chevy Dealers. It's time now to talk some X's and O's with our new Aggie Game Day analyst, Jordan Pugh.
Of course, he was a defensive back at A&M from 2006 to 2009. I'm sure you had time to watch the game last week. What caught your eye when you talk about this Aggie defense?
When you talk about the defense, the first thing was physicality. And, they made an impression, especially against South Carolina, a big game, and they needed to make a statement. You look at the question marks that they had last year with the run game, big explosive plays, and they answered a lot of the questions, especially in the run game. I think giving up 67 yards rushing, that's a big statement. That's what you need for a defense to anchor it down.
There were a couple of big plays over the top in the passing game South Carolina got. Earlier this week, Mark Snyder talked about eye control problems and communication problems with some of those deep balls. What exactly is he talking about when he mentions those eye control problems?
Well, I know as a defensive back, you love making the big plays, but when you make mistakes, you also give up the big plays as well. When you look at a communication problem, a breakdown, that's usually just guys being somewhere they're not supposed to be. They think that they're running one defense and another guy's running another part. So that's an easy fix. And then with the eye control, greed is probably the best and worst word that you can use as a defensive back. And you want to make the big play, you want to make the big interception, but when you get greedy sometimes, you want to see everything, you don't see anything at all. So, being able to control your eyes, being able to communicate, that'll be big for the secondary today.
So as big as the win was last week, and it was huge, how do you get your feet back on the ground and you take on a Lamar team that, let's be honest, you should really smoke, but there is some danger there. You overlook them, man, and you could get smoked.
Well, that's true. That's true, because when I was here, we lost to Arkansas State first game of the season. But the biggest thing is you got to know where the goal is, where you always say keep the end in mind. And when the end is a championship, you got to take each game as the next step to that goal. So, South Carolina, that was good. That was a good start. That was last week. Lamar's this week, and you got to take care of that victory.
You got to run out on Kyle Field quite a few times in your playing days. What do you think is going to be going through these guys' head tonight when they run out to see this new stadium with 100,000-plus fans?
Let me tell you, there's nothing like it. There's no experience. There's nothing you can do to simulate the feeling. Where you hear the crowd, you feel the energy, the buzz in the stadium. You walk out on Kyle Field and you walk in front of the 12th man. Everybody's waving towels. It's something that you can't explain. I'm getting jittery just thinking about it.
You're revved up ready to roll.
Yeah. I want to reverse roles like you said, yeah. But, as far as a player, the biggest thing is you go out there and you love it, you experience it, but then you got to get refocused. And you got to put your mindset back on the game. So,
real quick, if I ask you one key for victory tonight, what is it?
Offensively, ball control, and keep the rhythm going. Defensively, eliminate the big plays.
All right, Jordan, thanks a bunch.
All right, thank you for having me.
All right.